for briefing on the short films and your endeavors in making the short films. Now I humbly request Honorable Sri Justice P. Shyam Koshi Garu, Judge, High Court for the State of Telangana and Executive Chairman, Telangana State Legal Service Authority, to address this gathering on this occasion.
A very good morning to each one present in this court. Honorable Justice Shri Alok Arade, the Chief Justice for the High Court, State of Telangana, and the Patron-in-Chief of the State Legal Services Authority. My esteemed brother and sister judges, the senior officers from the state, Shri Jiten, the Principal Secretary Home, Shri Anmant Rao, Ms. Shikha Goel, Ms. Shruti Oja, and all the officers of the Registry of the High Court. We have all gathered here with a very pious object and intention, wherein there is a need for a concerted effort of all the dignitaries and the respective department that each one of us represent. The Legal Authorities Services Act 1987 was in fact enacted primarily to provide free and competent legal services to, one, the weaker section of the society, two, the underprivileged in the society, three, the marginalized group in the society, and four, the persons who were exploited in various ways. The prime object to ensure was that the opportunity of securing justice is not denied to any citizen on account of he or she being in a disadvantageous position, or on account of the fact that the position, that is the disadvantageous position he or she is facing, leads to the deprivation of the legal rights otherwise guaranteed. One of the objectives of the Legal Service Authority is also to create a legal awareness. The legal awareness programs requires an intensive legal awareness campaign. It is with this object that we have all assembled in this hall, and all the persons in this hall have spared their valuable time on this noble cause. The legal awareness campaign can be divided into two groups. One is where the intention is of apprising the last person in the society of the legal rights that they have. And the second is to make the said person aware as to how he or she and where he or she would get the best legal remedies to the grievances and the disputes he or she faces. There are various activities which are carried by the Legal Service Authority to reach these vulnerable section of the society. Day in and day out, we have been exploring various modes and means of reaching to these vulnerable section. It is in this context that the Legal Service Authority decided to avail the opportunity of carrying the awareness campaign by way of short films on varied subjects in which the legal services is keenly interested. Some of the issues, of course, we'll be showing the short films in a very short moment of time, relates to the juveniles, the issues relating to drug abuse, the issues relating to human trafficking, so on and so forth. The purpose is to carry the awareness campaign by way of short films because the film leads to a strong or gives a strong impact on the visual storytelling. It has a direct impact on the understanding of a common mass. The medium of cinema is unique ability to captivate, educate, and stimulate the minds of the common mass that goes through the theaters where the large section of the society spare their valuable time for entertainment. The state of Telangana has a very rich cinema viewership. We are told that there are around 700 theaters, which is an astounding figure, in the state of Telangana. And therefore, we thought that this would be one of the means by which we could carry the campaign and the legal awareness program. Great number of people watch movies, thrillers, adventures, comedy, horror, and it was keeping that in mind, we thought of having these short films, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, documentaries, short documentaries, which could be displayed during the intervals or just before the film starts, as would be convenient. The cinema or the movie help us to see the world from an improved perspective and help us in understanding the message that is conveyed, and also depicts the unseen realities which needs the attention of people like us. Right from the olden times, we know that spreading of a message was taken through, in Indian perspective, through the Nukkad Nataks, which were held at the prominent squares. Then it led to the theaters where plays and dramas were depicted. Then it led to the present day theater where cinemas are viewed. And now it has grown enormously with the OTT platform, the cable TV, and so on and so forth, where the media of cinema has a great impact. Movies entertain, educate, and inspire the viewer in many ways. It helps the viewer to grasp the situation faster, understand the message, and also motivate the viewer to do good for the humanity from the message that is conveyed. It creates an awareness on multiple aspects of life. It helps to understand the negative effects of the topics which would be shown in the films that would be reflected today, like the negative effects of drugs, the alcohol, dangers of criminal activities, terrorism, wars, creates a sense of empathy towards the marginalized, weaker, and the exploited ones, gives us a sense of responsibility for this neglected, deprived, and the denied section of the society. Movies are a sort of mirror depicting and prevailing culture in the society. Cinema, with its wide reach and potent influence, can play a vital role in enhancing the public understanding of legal aid service. Though compelling storytelling, engaging narratives, and the relatable characters, films, and the documentaries can simplify the complexities and nuances of the justice system, thereby fostering a better understanding and appreciation of the legal aid service among the general public. The power of cinema lies in the ability to transcend boundaries, break barriers, and touch the human heart. It is a medium that speaks a universal language, a language that resonates with the human condition. It has the power to illuminate the unseen voice, the voiceless, and the challenge in the status quo that is otherwise maintained. We are all aware that there was a recent film that was released by the name Jai Bhim. It received a nationwide acclaim. That was based on a true story The film portrays the struggle of a tribal woman whose husband was wrongfully confined and the lawyer's efforts to secure justice for them. Such movies underscore how cinema can contribute to the public discourse on legal aid, bringing to light the triumphs and the tribulations that mark the journey towards justice. They serve a testament to the power of cinema to not just entertain but to educate, inspire, and bring a driving change. Films, movies, and documentaries can serve as a powerful mediums to foster awareness, understanding, and appreciation of the legal aid service. They can shine a spotlight on the indispensable role of the legal aid service in our justice delivery system, highlighting its importance in uploading the principles of equality and justice. Since movies are impactful, the Legal Service Authority thought of having these short films created with a pious hope of achieving the aims and the object for which the Legal Services Authorities Act have been established. At the end, I would like to mention a small word of appreciation to Shri D. Sai Prasad, the director of all these films, who has toiled hard for years together in making these films reach the stage that we have. We have been waiting for an auspicious occasion. The other day we went and spoke to the Honorable Chief Justice. He readily gave his consent to have it today, this afternoon. We are in fact highly indebted to Shri Sai Prasad for making this voluntarily effort, assisting the Legal Services Authority in this endeavor. Lastly, I would also express my deep gratitude and indebtedness to the Honorable Chief Justice. I personally know how hectic his today's plan is. He has got many assignments. He has to travel out. He has got another inauguration function. In spite of that, he readily gave his valuable time, squeezing in between. So we will really be always grateful and indebted for your gesture shown toward us and being the chief guest of this occasion. Thank you so much.
A privilege to welcome Honorable Sri Chief Justice Alok Aradeji, the Chief Justice, High Court for the State of Telangana, and Patron-in-Chief, Telangana State Legal Service Authority, Honorable Sri Justice P. Shyam Koshi Ji, Judge, High Court for the State of Telangana, and Executive Chairman, Telangana State Legal Service Authority, Honorable High Court Judges, High Court for the State of Telangana, the Registrar General, and other registrars of High Court of Telangana, government officials, Film Development Corporation officials, Cybercrime Department officials, NGOs, and Sai Prasad Garu, filmmaker and director of short films, print and electronic media, staff of Telangana State Legal Service Authority, and other invitees who are present here on this occasion. Legal Services Institution under the aegis of Nalsa are conducting various awareness activities such as legal awareness camps, printing and distribution of publicity material, conducting seminars, training programs, workshops, utilizing mobile vans, production and screening of short films on various legal services schemes and programs for the benefit of the public in the state. Telangana State Legal Service Authority, in association with Telangana State Film Development Corporation, has produced short films on Nalsa schemes, highlighting the contemporary social issues and legal provisions of laws, rights of the citizens for the betterment of the society at large. We firmly hope that these short films based on Nalsa schemes generate effective audio and visual content for spreading legal awareness among the people of Telangana and contribute in enhancing their understanding on related laws and their rights. I once again welcome all the dignitaries and respected honorable judges. Now, I request the Sai Prasad Garu, filmmaker and director of short films, to brief the August gathering on the gist of short films made or Nalsa schemes.
Good morning to all. Respected Sri Alok Arde, Honorable Chief Justice High Court for the State of Telangana and Patron-in-Chief of Telangana State Legal Service Authority, Honorable Justice Sri P. Sam Koshi, Judge High Court for the State of Telangana and Honorable Executive Chairman of Telangana State Legal Service Authority, and other companion Honorable High Court Judges of Telangana State, State of High Court, High Court of State of Telangana, Registrar General and other Registrars of High Court, Sri Govardhan Reddy Garu, Member Secretary, Telangana State Legal Service Authority, and other dignitaries gracing this occasion, and media friends who are covering this event. It is a great honor to be part of this journey with Legal Service Authority over a period of 17 years, my association with this authority. And some of the films what I made today is purely on the basis of my witnessing the change in the attitude of the authority from the day one till date, how it progressed and how is able to reach the last person in the state. It is the stories that I've identified in the films we are going to project today are true stories that has come out from different districts where we have taken time to identify the same and seek the permission from a member secretary to carry the production of such stories, which should sensitize the larger public of the state. Not only of the state, it should be an example for total our country. It has got relevance not only in our state, and we want this to be even translated later into other languages also, where Hindi belt is a huge belt. We have been advised by our honorable judges here on the dais to make it effective in Hindi also or English also, so that it would help the rest part of the country. Whatever we need to do from our state should stand as an example for rest of the world. There are state-specific issues that our state authority is looking at all the times. So such topics are also were included in the subjects which were made by me on behalf of the authority. Particularly the cybercrime, which is a national menace or international menace. All over the country, as a media person, I can comfortably say that people are looking at Hyderabad, the cyber city, from where the effective protection from cybercrime is expected of. So in this direction, I had a good number of interactions with the department of police department, and I have seen the initiatives being taken up by them to control the cybercrime, and those films, those content also were imbibed into the films. So it has got relevancy of the present day issues also. So also we have got other subjects like focusing on children, which is also a major thing, and the POCSO Act also we have covered, which is useful for society, and subjects that are in need. And when there is a conflict with law, we are trying to positively say to the society that any issues that are arising out of such situations, LSA is available in each district and each mandal. We have got 66 mandal legal service authorities, 33 district legal service authorities which are serving the community. Filmmaking is just not easy as people think of it. The content has to be understood, the sensitivity has to be understood, and who the targets are going to be. First of all, I always believed in myself that anything we make, any film we make, it should reach first to the captive audience. The scaling of the audience starts from the theater, comes to television, then comes to the district level local distributors. So, and we have got our own offices all over the country. So we should create first our captive audience, and with the support of media, we need to reach the larger audience at the nook and corner of the country. And we are getting good enough support from our local media, but it is not still enough. We need more attention, more content space to be provided in electronic media and as well as in the print media. So I request my good friends in the media to allocate some weekly space to give a content of legal service authority, which is going to be a major force to reckon with the days to come, because alternative dispute resolution system is only method by which I feel today that it could resolve some of the issues without spending money on a win-win situation, and hence the authorities' initiatives should be not only projected to mass media, print media has got its own space. So that should be shared with our legal service authority. This is my small humble request. And content of the films are very relevant to present needs what they are looking at. So quality we did not compromise. Even though we were given the authority to do in a certain level, we crossed all the levels to make at the highest level the content formation. In the format what I produced is, it should serve for a longer term. It should have relevancy to screen these films at the national festivals or international festivals also. So we made the content in three forms. First is theaters for 3 minutes purpose, 1 minute for the television purpose, and documentary for 15 minutes purpose, 15 to 30 minutes. So there is a lot of relevancy to take these films to international platforms through festivals. I am sure our FDC has been supporting us, Film Development Corporation, Information Department have been thoroughly supporting us in all our initiatives, and I expect the same or more in the days to come. And convergence of various departments with the Legal Service Authority would be a higher initiative, because almost all the activities in the governance and public needs are addressed by this Legal Service Authority, which I have been closely observing and documenting also. So in the days to come, we need more convergence with the two government institutes and the Legal Service Authority to take it forward for the well-being of the society and rendering justice to all at the doorstep. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to express my views. Thank you.
Alok Arade Ji, the Chief Justice, High Court for the State of Telangana and Patron-in-Chief Telangana State Legal Service Authority, to kindly address the gathering on this occasion, and I also request His Lordships to kindly launch the short films on Nalsa schemes.
Okay, thank you. A very good morning to all of you. My esteemed colleague, Brother Justice P. Sam Koshi, Executive Chairman, State Legal Services Authority. My esteemed colleagues on the bench, Mr. D. Sai Prasad, Director of the Short Movies, Registrars of the High Court, Member Secretary, Legal Services Authority, government officials, representatives from the UNICEF, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, I am happy to be amongst you all on the occasion of launch of the short films produced by State Legal Services Authority in association with State Film Development Corporation on various schemes of National Legal Services Authority. As you all know, films are an effective means of communication and have a wider reach. The short films, I am sure, will ensure that the awareness is created in the society about various services offered by National Legal Services Authority. I am sure that short films produced by State Legal Services Authority shall serve the purpose for which they are made. The films cover the various themes, as has been pointed out in detail by Justice Koshi. The short films have been made with an object so that viewers, particularly in rural and tribal areas, should easily understand various services provided by National Legal Services Authority. I am confident that the short films will create the awareness amongst the society, and more needy persons would avail of the benefit of scheme of Nalsa. Before parting, I must acknowledge the contribution of Mr. D. Sai Prasad to the noble cause. Thank you.